I'm a firm believer in the importance of good communication, especially with parents. As a secondary school head teacher, I used to put a great emphasis on planning good communication, planning when I would communicate with parents and how I would communicate with parents. It's more important than ever this year when so many parents are going to need reassurance and will have great concerns about the safety of their children to ensure that communication is really good. Eileen Pryor of Connect, the Scottish National Parents Organisation, said this recently: "It does come down to how individual heads are involving parents in discussions, both about the practicalities of return and also what the process will be if there is to be a case of coronavirus in the school. We all know that that's got to be the case." Recently, for Affinity Education Solutions, I wrote a 5 top tips sheet about good communications with parents. I've also written an expanded advice sheet, and I'd really encourage you to have a look. They're free, and if you can pick up 1 or 2 good tips from them, I will be absolutely delighted. But I wanted today just to highlight a couple of ideas that you find in those sheets. The first one is about reactive communication. There's going to be no doubt that this term you'll have even more parents phoning the school wanting to know about things, about what's going on. So I suggest very strongly that you have a parent helpline. By that I mean separate your main reception phone number from another number which you can advertise to parents as a helpline. It won't cost you very much. Then, really important to have somebody on that helpline, preferably a couple of people of course who can share the duties, to have those people who can be, one, informed, so they can give good general advice about what's going on when parents phone up. 2, they're going to be empathetic, they're going to listen, they're going to show that they understand parents' concerns. 3, they're going to be organised, because they're going to keep a record of all the parents who phone up, what they wanted to know and who that query was passed on to. And fourthly, and really importantly, they're going to be relentless, because they're going to make sure that those parents get phoned back. They're going to make sure that the people they pass the message on to phone the parents back within the length of time that the school has said it will happen. That, I think, will make a huge difference to the way in which parents feel reassured of this term of all terms. Another really good communication idea for parents that I would recommend is a class electronic work wall. What that is simply a system with safeguarding built in, where the teacher, or indeed the students themselves, can put examples of their work, perhaps pictures that they've drawn or essays that they've written. They can put them on an electronic work wall, something like Padlet. Parents can then, perhaps every week or indeed at any time, log in and have a look and see what the class is doing. At this time, when parents can't come into school, when they can't actually see what's going on, when they can't talk to the teacher as easily, I think something like that with some comments from the teacher and a range of work would be really reassuring. I recommend it to you.